allow me to kick it off.
Please.
Hey there, welcome to Not Another Crime Podcast.
I'm Georgia Love.
I'm Sammy Peterson.
I'm a journalist.
I am not. And maybe we could have the great Lewis Meeny introduce himself today as a Lego master. I'm going to call you a Lego master.
He's going to introduce himself as a...
I want to see what
Let him.
Yeah, right.
And you are?
My name is Lewis Meeny, and I'm otherwise known as Built Bricks. I'm unfortunately a Lego influencer. Not by choice.
Why are you saying
What do you mean, unfortunately?
Because I hate the term. It's weird. Like,
Okay, well, let's make a new
You
one.
hate the word Lego or you
But it's
hate
what
the
people
word
would call it.
influencer?
It's like, it's just,
Right.
I design stuff, I put it out there, and people give it a thumbs
And you
up. and
influence
that's happy.
people. Yeah.
No, but it's good. I'd say
Embrace the term.
I'm a Lego enthusiast.
Oh, great.
There we go.
Great,
Who
great.
has followers?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, honestly, I'd say, as you guys know, doing social media, a lot of it can be luck of the algorithm. I was lucky enough to get a bit of a break, and then at the time I got that break, I just put the foot down and went into it.
We're waiting for that. When we
Yeah,
put the
one
foot
day.
down, you just wait.
When we're TikTok, Book Talk
When
stars.
we're TikTok Book Talk stars, it's going to go.
You'll know
off
about
forever.
it.
When we start
absolutely.
actually talking about books, that might
Yeah,
help.
we haven't. Yeah, we don't.
We haven't
really-
actually launched
we
into
are-
talking about books just yet.
The only thing we post on TikTok is clips from this podcast, and we don't talk about books.
And we
but
call
we've still
ourselves-
decided we want to be TikTok Book Talk stars.
Absolutely, that's what we identify as.
You just gotta live the dream.
Yeah.
I know.
You know what? They say dress for the job you want.
Yep.
Just manifest for the job you want.
We look
Just
like Book Talk stars.
call yourself the title of the job you want.
Oh, absolutely. And people think all the time, they go, oh, so how is it doing Lego full time? I go, you wish. This is not full time. Like, I
exactly.
actually have a normal full time job, and that surprises a lot of people. Sometimes it's just like the amount of stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
when you're in
How
the
are
game
you-
long enough.
Yeah, but how are you doing? Like, you're putting out so much stuff and with a full-time job. How do you do that?
I'd say it's also doing it for 20 plus years. Like
Wow.
you get a lot better, and I do a lot of stuff.
It's
like,
the fumes.
It's a few so many to pay fees in the house.
Well, you made us a beautiful little present today, a little Lego
Put on the
Grabbed it, it's
Instagram.
behind us,
a little
yeah.
set. We'll put up a photo on the Instagram, obviously, but you've made a little me and Sammy with drinking our jans and a little digs as well.
Not even so little digs.
No, it's not
Well,
too
no,
little.
actually, the
I'm
digs
actually
is
quite
to
glad at how big it
size.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To scale. You nailed it.
But you obviously do it very quickly because your partner was saying you were running late and you were like, no, I've got time to make this, and just whipped up this amazing Lego figurines of us.
Yeah, that's very often how it works. Like sometimes it's 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there that I'll just really lock in and get as much stuff
Yeah.
done as I can.
What's the longest you've spent on one piece?
Or
Building one
collectively,
thing.
or building one thing collectively. I'm going to put it as a general grouping.
Yep.
Was last year one of the first times got contacted by Lego themselves to do some work for Star Wars Celebration, which is a huge nerd fest every couple of years.
Yeah.
And it was in Japan.
Oh
And
my
I'd
God.
done some full Lego like cosplay outfits a couple of years ago.
Whoa.
One of those things where I just went, do I reckon I could do one of these? Thinking it'd be a year project. And then about a month in, it was done.
Oh
Wow.
my God. So
Mum.
what, you made a costume out of Lego?
I've done about 12.
Whoa!
But yeah, so it all started if, for the nerds who might be listening, Star Wars Mandalorian series was
Yeah?
out. So it was that, but in bold Lego colors. So it's blue, red, yellow, green, and white.
Oh
So
my
it's,
God.
it's a bit of a nightmare to look at.
So did they? That's beautifully put. For your own work. We say that about ourselves. It's nightmare to
Yes,
listen to.
yeah, exactly.
For you doing this, like how much Lego do you have? Like are they sending you stuff for you to be able to...
There's
No.
a whole program
Oh
about
my
being
God.
affiliated technically with it.
Yeah,
But it's
okay.
a bit restrictive in the sense like, I'm not in it, so I can't say exactly about it. You can't say anything negative. And people say, oh, if you're associated with it, you can't say anything negative.
Yep.
It's more that you can't talk about anything else that's related, like
Can't
building
say
blocks.
Duplo.
No, like, no,
We
Duplo is
started-
part of it.
Oh,
Is it?
damn it.
Duplo means 2, so it's twice the size.
Yeah,
we didn't know
see,
about
anything
this.
with numbers.
We're not going to be
Straight
Lego
over my
stars.
head.
Back to
But
books
it's
for
like,
us.
Hamish Blake, like Hamish
Yeah.
and Andy, he said on his podcast, he can't even be seen holding any other construction kit other than Lego.
It's in his contract.
He said he's like, he can't hold Mega Blocks, he can't hold Connects or anything.
I'm sure he's holding them all the time.
Yeah, but he's just like, he
Just
actually
on the
stays
radio.
away if he's in public. 'Cause he's
Like
if they got a
Britney
photo.
Spears drinking a Coca-Cola, Hamish Blake
not
cannot
right.
be holding a Mega Bloks.
Yeah.
100%.
Imagine. I'm going to start hanging around outside his house with a long lens camera. Need some
Catch
money.
him in the act.
I
Yeah, you need some
I
cash.
need a payout.
You're waiting for your big payout. Yours is extorting others.
Over the last few days, because there's been this whole new Lego thing that's come out called Smart Play, and it's a little brick with electronics. It makes noises, reacts to how you move it. It has got so many adults so angry about this toy existing.
Because it's not Lego.
Well,
Is that the point?
It's a whole rabbit hole to go down. But basically, I picked up some kits to try because I like to tinker. I like to experiment with stuff and went, no, I'm not 100% sold on it, but I want to give it a fair go. I've been really enjoying it and I've been putting it in different stuff.
Controversial.
The paid shill.
I'll bleep all of this just so you know.
Oh my God, it's so funny because I wish I was paid. These kits were cheap. Like,
Exactly.
so nice. But it's just like, I literally do it all for the love of the game.
Yeah. I got recently I got my first, G was very excited for me. I got my first, I got sent something to be
like an influencer
thing. Like I got
gift.
sent something. I was like, I don't have enough followers for that. But I got sent a gift and I was like, oh, amazing. And they're like, there's nothing, you don't have to do anything. And I was like, oh, great, I'm going to use that. No, I'm not going to because I'm about to say something terrible. But I was like, but thank you for almost letting me do it.
Give him a call
and I love the product. I love the product. And then after that, they go, if you just want it, so it's like it's a health product. And they go, so if you want to, you could maybe just post about it once a week, like a post on your grid and 2 stories a week.
Once a week?
Once a week. And I was like, but it was an option for me. I was like, actually, I'm not going to do that. So I was like, no, thank you. But it was like, for me to change my complete style of like, sometimes I post a stand-up clip, sometimes it's me with digs, sometimes it's
Like
me
a
and
funny-
G,
yeah, like a
funny
little
little
comedy
thing.
skit.
I can't just all of a sudden I'm like protein powder. You know the funny thing about me? I like to relax with it. It would just
Every
be
week.
such a
Every
weird
week.
move. And it was so funny that they said straight away, they're like, it's for free. Whatever you want to do, take it,
Just
don't take
have
it.
it. We just
They
want you to enjoy it.
And also if you want, you could post once a week. It's like,
That's how they get you.
That's a real nosedive.
Oh, some of the
Yeah.
companies
They
that
get
reach
you.
out wanting to send stuff, because most of the time I'll take something for free
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
make a
who
single
wouldn't?
rule about
Yeah.
it. But the return on investment must just be terrible, because there's some things like I have about a dozen lightsabers. I've never bought one. They just keep sending them to me. The reels
so
never
funny.
do well.
So
They
funny.
always do bad, but there's always another company being like, "Hey, do you want to do a video?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, sure, whatever." At this point, I got a bunch of different ones.
Your brand is strong and they know it.
But even though, like
the
you,
force.
it's chaos. My feed is not consistent because I follow stream of consciousness. I do what I find interesting.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're a
yeah.
human, and that's why I don't like the term influencer, because
Yeah.
influencers, it's all very planned and to look aesthetic and look
Yes,
beautiful,
yeah.
and
Yeah, no.
you have, a skincare brand 1 week, so you can't have that for another 2 weeks. But yeah, you're a human.
That's
Can't,
me. I'm doing it once a week.
unfortunately.
I'm posting once a week about my
about
protein
protein
powder.
shake.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole game of like algorithms and all this, it's painful. And like I spent 1 year where I went every week I'm going to do 3 reels and 1 post. That's when I put the foot down because I got some traction in the algorithm. That's when I built my first cosplay suit. I got a lot of traction as I posted updates, and I went, well, if it's feeding people to me, let's dig in for a year
and see what
happens. And I'm glad I did it, but I wouldn't do it again.
Full-time.
It was
Oh, God.
exhausting
Yeah.
to have to constantly come up with the ideas, because as soon as you stop, it takes it away
It stops.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
brutal.
yeah.
Have you watched the Bonnie Blue documentary by any
haven't.
chance? I watched it for out of interest's sake, and that's her whole thing as well. And her content's a little bit different to Lego construction.
That's something you want to try.
But no matter what the content is, that was the whole thing for her, and it was the documentarian explaining this, not Bonnie.
You just call her Bonnie.
What's her name?
First name basis.
Yeah, my mate Bon.
My mate
I
Bon.
call her Bon,
call
but
her
you guys
Bon.
know her as Bonnie. She does the wildest thing she's ever done, and it makes all these headlines around the world, and she does that content, and then the day after that content's out there, I go, what's next?
Yeah.
She's got to do something else, and it is non-stop and non-stop and non-stop, and you feel, watching that, I felt a little bit of kind of sympathy, I think, towards anyone in that kind of that they're full time, their entire being, and the only way they make money and survive is just by constantly. Like how freaking exhausting.
And 100%. It's why I'm very happy to have a full-time job that is completely unrelated to
Yes.
Lego. So
Yeah.
I work in the prosthetics and orthotics industry.
Oh,
So
wow.
Lynn's embracing. It is so separate.
Yeah.
It's helpful because I do a lot of CAD work. Like I'm a scanning and digital sort of specialist. So that does help me design things in both, but it's nice to have something that I do that I don't have to take home,
Yeah.
has some benefit, and then I go and do my nerdy art stuff.
Yeah,
It's really fortunate. Really
Now,
fortunate.
talking about nerdy art stuff, the listener might be going, wait, why have we heard this name on the podcast recently? Can you please tell the listeners or remind the listeners of the connection of how you got in contact with us and how you have ended up being here today?
Well, by, I guess, pure twist of fate that it's ended up me being here, but where it all started is when I got my soon-to-be wife into the podcast. We bought a house. I recommended prior to her listening to some episodes, and we were listening to a lot of them. I actually remember it was the episode you did of Eric Edgar Cook.
Oh,
was the first one.
With James Clement, aka Mr. Sunday Movies.
Which
I always say that, and he
yeah.
says you don't need to say that, but I always say it every time.
I mean, that's a long way around, is that? And that's how I discovered this podcast.
baby.
Through him.
Amazing.
Yes, I've been listening to The Weekly Planet for 10 years, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
But somehow the algorithms of socials hadn't told me that your new podcast existed, because
How
I'd listened to
dare.
Confessions
Oh,
back in the day. And then
Right.
I think I'd just, you drop off things here and there. I'd missed that this podcast had started up completely.
I'll have a word to Zuckerberg, don't worry. I've got
Don't worry
a
about it.
FaceTime with him after this.
And it was
She
the,
calls him
you
Zuck.
put on your
Zuck and then
story-
Bon.
Zuck and Bon, my
She's
mate.
chatting to all the big wigs.
You put on your story the Tim Winton tweets.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with that. Yeah. Tim Winton tweets.
I wasn't part of that episode. James came on because I was away.
Yep.
And I listened to that episode while I was away, just as a listener. And I was cackling. And I was like, I might not come back to the podcast. I really enjoy being a listener.
Well, I'd say my
Tim
number
Winton
one critique
tweets.
of this podcast, not enough Tim Winton.
Oh my God, we need to bring them back.
You got to bring them back, because that was the best way to alleviate that content.
That's so
'Cause
funny.
That was a heavy episode.
Oh
but
my God.
It was that story where I went, hang on, what's this podcast? What's going on? And then it led me to discovering this podcast and then sharing it with my
how
soon-to-be
great.
wife.
Yes.
And then she listened to all your episodes. I haven't. That's my confession. Is I haven't actually listened to every episode.
Whoa, I'm going to be telling Zuckerberg that too. Don't you worry.
Too much big
Reckon
sandwich
yet?
content. Plug for that. No, it's been fantastic to go through, but she'd made the point of, it'd be great if there was just a way to find movies or shows or stuff that relates to the stories she's talking about, because we can look them up manually, and trying to know what's where can be a bit of a pain. And it was his Valentine's and birthday coming up, because for Sarah, they were within about a week of each other.
Yeah.
And so that thought of, I reckon I can make this a spreadsheet. Now, the side thing, could this have been done with AI? Maybe. Being an artist in the space, I have
exactly.
I hate it to my core.
So do I.
Yeah.
This was an entirely manual process
God.
of copying your episodes and descriptions, and then I'm sure my internet service provider thought I was an absolute lunatic.
Or planning a crime and just
How much
doing all the research.
So I went through and ended up trying to find links. Some of the links I'm not sure if they're going to work in Australia, maybe overseas. Like a lot of it is available overseas, so if you've got VPNs or something, that'll work. But it was trying to add the links to the content as well. And you guys have done a lot of episodes. There was a lot of
Oh
stuff
my
to
God.
find.
And I was so funny scrolling back and going, oh my God, you started at episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my
that is
God, you're
nuts.
amazing. And you have supplied us with the spreadsheet.
Yes.
So all of our listeners, or any of our listeners, you don't all have to if you don't want to, can actually go and find this spreadsheet and then go and click on, the episode and find out any docos or movies
Yes.
or books or anything.
100%.
about
I think
them
it's
as
currently,
well.
I'm trying to keep it up to date. It's one episode behind based on the one you
Not
did with
good enough.
Scott Williams. It's up to that point.
Yeah.
But I also only did the mainline episodes to start, and then I ended up going back and doing
Oh
all
my
the Thursday
God.
treats.
God,
because
you're good.
Not all the
Incredible.
Thursday treats have anything, unless
No.
there's YouTube videos and some things. And
Not all the Thursday treats have stories, let's be honest. There have been a few guests who have been
there's
like,
been some
well,
mishaps.
that was a nice
Yeah.
chat.
100%. Maybe I just need to add in a tracker of what we've watched or something like that. But it was
Yeah.
actually
Oh my God.
my wife's idea to make it public.
Oh, wow. That's a great
She's
idea.
like,
Well,
wow,
thank
we should
you.
send, and you should send this to them because you put in the work.
Oh my God, you're
Sure.
Oh,
so
that's
amazing.
lovely. Oh my God.
And now here you are, taking over as me as host so I can listen as a fan. Thank
yes,
you so much.
amazing.
There was one story that immediately came to mind, which isn't what I'm going to talk about today, but it was a bit more of a light-hearted sort of one. The one that
Tim
I
Winton
found.
tweets.
Tim Winton tweets
Yes.
entirely. No, I thought I'd look for a story because it's on brand for me, at least to start, of a Lego-related crime.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Honestly,
Hamish Blake holding Mega Blocks.
it's all about him. It's actually the
Got it.
expose
We got
on
him.
Hamish.
We finally got him.
No idea.
Listen up, Blake.
But honestly, like the Lego crime exists, but most of it's pretty boring.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, your words.
I got a few examples in
didn't say
just
that.
Victoria over the last few years. I like just got some news articles. Like most of the time, it's just stolen and put on Marketplace.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Goddamn crime.
It's not as exciting as you'd think. But
Sure.
There was one in the news last week.
There
It
was one
was.
late at the end of last year, which was in Adelaide, which a bloke was going to court for at the end of last year. Was
Well,
that the
that's a
same
big one. No, literally last week there was a Victoria Police media release that said $100,000 cash and $250,000 of Lego seized from a property.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, like the value of it. I mean,
Fantastic
the joke's like, yeah, that's like 10 sets.
Yeah, exactly. Get over it.
Nothing.
Yeah, most of the crime is pretty much just related to breaking into a shop, taking it, putting it on,
Right.
like, basically pawning it off for cash.
Yeah.
Once you're in the know, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
Like we were at a
sure.
market the other day, and I won't say where because I'm not trying to out the seller, but they were selling some Lego sets at this market. And I'm looking at one that came out the week prior, and it's about 60% of its retail cost. I'm just going, there's no way.
There's no way. No.
Yeah, that's fallen off the back of a truck or something.
Yeah, and if
100%.
someone's gone in to get it in the first week it's available, they ain't selling it at a market.
No.
Not for that cost.
No
Like it's a
way.
$100 set, and they were selling it for $60.
Oh, my
Idiots.
And
Yeah.
Hamish Blake, I've told you about
Yes,
this.
he's selling.
So yeah, honestly, that's what most of the crime is like. And I was
Yeah.
hoping, like, has there been a great big heist? The closest one I could find was something about in like LA. There was this massive crime ring that was using it to get cash.
Oh my God.
But yeah, outside of that, most of it, except for the one story I came across today, which is probably the most interesting. I haven't seen you guys ever mention it before, but the main story centers around how Lego bricks help solve a murder.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm obsessed. What a great hook.
Incredible.
No, Thursday treat, it would be nice to do something uplifting. This is a murder.
But it's
Yeah.
solved.
Solved murder.
Yeah, well, let's
Yeah.
look at the
It is
positives.
a
It's been
murder.
solved.
So this was a case I came when I was researching for Lego-related crimes.
Yes.
And so I've written this up, like trying to do a normal episode. I haven't done one like this before, so
Yeah.
we'll
God,
see
you're
how.
amazing.
Oh my God. Amazing.
But the story that I've brought to you today is about how Lego bricks helped to solve the murder of Lucille Johnson.
Okay. I don't know this.
Is that Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds? Is that about her?
Is that song?
I'm completely blank on this. I'm probably too young to understand.
Oh God, you aged us so bad.
Everyone thinks I'm about 40.
Can we
and I'm not. Happens all the time.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm really young and cool, guys.
You are.
I make
Say
Beatles
something cool.
references.
Say something real cool.
Yeet is script. Skibbity.
I think I scraped into being a millennial by like 4 days. Like
Can you-
I'm
my God.
Oh my God.
barely a millennial, but technically.
Yeah, me too, but the other end.
We had well, your friend the other. Oh, it was so funny when she started scatting at us. Like just
my
went
God, out of nowhere.
Just goes. Scatting. Skip it up.
We're like, okay.
Okay. You don't need to scat. You don't.
Anyway, we
every
got
time
cool.
you say scatting,
Yeah,
anyway,
we got cool
we're
friends.
cool.
I know you were wondering.
We're
We
cool.
got
That does sound
We're
cool.
young and
If someone
cool.
just randomly started
Scatting in
scatsing
front of us,
me, I'd
but not
probably
well.
No, because she goes,
know
we should
Scatman?
play, Scatman. Have you heard of Scatman? And we're like, what? And she goes, scatting. Skip it up.
Yeah, and then but faded herself out
Yeah,
as
it
she
was
did it.
amazing.
It's just so
quite
funny you
amazing.
bring it up because a mate of mine tried to make a meme this week about putting the Scatman into the original Transformers movie, and it just did terribly.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Well, my elderly friends didn't get it.
It just too
Please.
much
You
of a
ain't seen a Transformer.
Please, child, continue with this story.
What is all this
The
here?
rest of it's all just in
Yes.
scats.
Write in hieroglyphics, I might get it. That's my era.
Well, I'll try and set the scene for you guys to start. So the American state of Utah is known for its diverse geography, rich cultural heritage, and a significant Mormon history. Amid the landscape of rolling mountains, high plateaus, vast deserts, and the Great Salt Lake itself lies the township of Holiday.
Great name.
Yeah, but it's like holiday.
Hola.
Yeah,
Hola
like
at me.
holiday.
Like,
We're cool.
holla.
You're cool.
Thanks.
You're cool and young.
Cool person
cool.
reference,
You
yeah.
get it.
Holiday is a small mountain west town in Utah and about 40 miles or 64 kilometers west of Salt Lake City. I'll put the conversions in for both.
Go on, say it.
Heaps.
All right, go on, say it. He said Salt Lake City. Say it. Do it.
Salt Lake City.
We saw Book of Mormon the other day.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Feel free to interject that anytime I say Salt Lake City. It's got to make
Okay.
this
It's
very
really
good, yeah.
alleviate this story. So Holiday is a quaint area of about 10,000 people, and it's generally known for being a quiet, safe community with little crime. But there's a high concentration of wealthy upper middle class folks living in the area, so some targeted crimes have been known to occur.
Mm-hmm.
You know how, sorry to interrupt already. I'm not sorry. I'll do it. I'll do it plenty of times.
Sorry.
You know how we call like a hotel a pub?
Yep.
And you know how in America they call it an inn? Or do they, like they often call it inn?
INN. Yeah, an inn.
Do they have a Holiday Inn?
Oh, surely they'd have a Holiday Inn.
They would have to have a Holiday Inn. Hey, and that's good stuff.
Thanks.
I'd say that it has something to do with this story, but unfortunately, no. There's no inns in this story, and now I feel like I should have brought a different story.
Take it from the top.
Play
Salt Lake City.
No, we'll play this episode out with Chingy, is it? What you doing, nut and chilling at the Holiday Inn?
Oh, yeah, that's another
That's
cool.
good, that's good.
You know that one?
You were probably born the year that came out.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
God.
was on the top level, it's fine. God. Well, look, as opposed to about inns, unfortunately, 35 years ago, so this is going back, so I wasn't born.
Yeah,
Yes, all right, I was.
I wasn't
move on,
either.
Get over it.
35. I
Fuck
wasn't
off,
either.
the two of you.
Well, 35 years
Stop,
ago.
you're doing your catchphrase. Way
So
too
we know
early.
that this wasn't done by
Fuck
us, but
off.
maybe it was done by G. 'cause-
That's G's catchphrase.
Hey,
Yeah.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Well, so 35 years ago in Holiday, a
I wasn't born
horrendous
then.
crime took place that remained unsolved for 23 years.
Whoa.
So, spoiler
23
alert with the
years?
title, we do
It's
have an
solved.
answer.
Yes.
Yep.
But for 23 years.
Wow.
So
G's age.
we're going to go back to February 1st, 1991. Shirley England is travelling to visit her mother.
What was
February, you weren't
February
even...
1st, 1991.
Yep,
was
okay.
born.
Move on, the two of you. Some of us don't have as much
born
time
just
left as you, and we need to get this episode quickly. I need to take my gout medication.
She has to do a will after this.
Hopefully she's
Update
till the
her
end. That's how long the story goes.
Please, she lasts.
She's got a dialysis with her. She's fine.
Oh, boy.
You know what? I'm putting in a bullying complaint.
No, you can't because Diggs is HR and he'll support me. You know that.
Shit, you're right.
We're gonna
I
remember
knew
that.
I shouldn't have agreed to
He's not
HR.
taking notes. He's looking out the
No,
window.
he's definitely not taking notes.
We'll go back to February 1st, 1991. Shirley England is travelling to visit her mother, Lucille Johnson, at her house in Holiday. This isn't a visit that's out of the blue, as Shirley and her brother Jerry were quite close with their mother and visited often and occasionally bringing their children along too. Yeah,
That's nice.
nice and lovely seeing the family. At 78 years old and just under 5 feet tall, Lucille was getting
Under
on.
5 feet?
Yeah, she's very little.
Oh my God, tiny.
She was getting on in years, but age and declining stature hadn't affected her love for life.
So,
This one, yeah.
so
This is all bad lads.
I'm fine. Just banging my walking stick on the window to shut the kids up on the street. It's 8 p.m. Some of us are trying to sleep.
Oh boy, I'm losing where I am already. Yeah.
Wait, why am I apologising? You apologise to me. Kids your days have no respect for your elders.
Got a guest on. We've got a lovely guest who made us a spreadsheet. Be nice.
Oh, it's okay. At
That's
least
a,
laughing now before the
that's
story
like
gets
paper,
sad.
but it's like online.
What?
Spreadsheet. It's like
So it's handwritten.
He's like handwritten, but he's put it
with
he types
calligraphy
it.
pen.
No,
Yeah.
so it's like a
It was a
computer. I'll
pixel
go
at a
into-
time.
I'll go. He's
Typewriter.
typed.
Ah,
No,
typewriter.
Go into yes.
Yeah. And a computer looked at it.
Yep.
Compute.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk
Talk
about it later.
Back to Lucille, the lovely one we're talking about today. Lucille's son Jerry had described her as active, in good health, and an active member of her church. So it was a very concentrated Mormon, so lots of community spirit going on there. Lucille was a figure known in her community for her kindness. Earlier, the day that Shirley came to visit, Lucille had been visiting a neighbour who was sick in the hospital, as well as bringing food to another neighbour who's sick at the time.
Oh, how lovely. What a person.
She was loved by her family and by her community.
Salt of the earth, Salt Lake City of the
Yeah,
earth.
great.
Absolutely.
Good one.
That's some fun stuff from me.
Good one.
Good one.
Nice.
Shirley was very much likely looking forward to seeing her mother that day, not knowing that that visit would be one that she and her family would never forget.
Oh, God.
Upon arriving to her mother's home that day, Shirley wasn't greeted by her mother. Letting herself into the house, Shirley was confused to see that Lucille was still not present. Just hours prior to her arrival, she'd been seen by neighbours sweeping the front deck, and with her daughter on the way, she had nowhere else to be that day. No sign of her mother, Shirley began searching the house. Did she have a fall? Was she also sick? Was she okay? Has there been an accident? There's no doubt several panic thoughts running through Shirley's mind, but nothing she's thinking could have prepared her for the truth. Upon entering the bedroom, Shirley discovered her mother on the bed. Laying there, her body bloody and beaten, with a pillow over her face,
Oh, God.
78-year-old Lucille Johnson was dead.
Oh, my God.
How awful.
Yeah, sorry to make that take a dark turn so quickly.
We do it regularly on this podcast, but we still get shocked every time.
There was zero doubt that Lucille had been murdered. An investigator described the crime as being, quote, as brutal as anything I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
Wow.
She had a fractured skull, 24 broken ribs, and received numerous blows to her head.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, absolutely horrible. The autopsy revealed that the cause of death was strangulation and blunt force trauma, and it had definitely taken place inside the home.
Wow.
At some point that day, between Lucille returning home from comforting her sick neighbours and Shirley coming over to visit, someone had broken in and committed this horrible and violent murder.
Jesus.
Somehow not alerting any of the neighbours who lived nearby.
Wow.
Yeah,
And breaking in as well.
wow.
Yeah, wow.
And the investigators were quick to search for clues. They discovered that a ring and necklace that Lucille always wore were missing, and as such may have been looted from her body. Nothing else appeared to be taken.
Wow.
So you could wonder, and I'm speculating here, wonder if they were taken as trophies rather than Lucille being robbed by someone desperate who was looking for something quick, pawn something for cash.
I will preface this by saying I'm not giving out advice here, but it always fascinates me when we hear these stories about someone murdered in their home and they say, but nothing was stolen, so they immediately knew it wasn't a burglary gone wrong. If you're going to murder someone in their home, steal some shit and make it look like a burglary gone wrong.
Yeah, and that is not advice. That is not advice.
It makes me think of, I
Interested.
can't remember the story, maybe it was Green River Killer, but you said like they were putting the wrong clues, like cigarette butts and things.
Yes.
If you're going to do it, false clues, absolutely.
Absolutely. Not advice
But
again.
don't do it. But if you're going to do it, but
anyone.
don't do it. I've said this before, and I will likely say it again. Don't murder anyone.
Don't murder anyone.
And that's
under
free
any
legal advice.
circumstances.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Don't even manslaughter anyone.
No,
But you
absolutely.
can man's laughter people. Now both of you laugh because you're men.
Oh, yeah. That was natural
We got it
and
clean.
fun.
We got it clean.
We got
That's
it.
good. I'm feeling a little better. You're about to not be.
Oh, no.
I say oddly, and this links to our story, there was just some loose Lego scattered near the door and across the living room floor. But otherwise, nothing noticeable out of place.
Hamish Blake is my
Where
first
was he?
suspect.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Where was he? Allegedly.
Though police searched high and low, there was no clue as to who the attacker was. Lucy was a beloved figure in the community, so there were no suspects.
Oh, my God.
Everyone they interviewed said, I love Lucy.
You wouldn't get that.
No,
You wouldn't
I
get
do
that.
actually get that.
That was
That's
one of my
good.
childhood
Childhood
shows.
shows.
Can't say I've ever seen it.
When you
When
said
I
had a
was-
fall,
Does it come on
always
VHS?
anytime G doesn't answer her phone, I'm like, has she had a fall?
You got to be careful.
You've got to be so careful with your elderly friends.
Thank you for looking out for me. Of
course.
That's all I'll say.
We care.
We care
Oh,
about
thank you guys.
Say thank you.
Wait, no, don't you?
Say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It feels weird.
Yeah, it should feel weird. Thank you.
Say thank
I'll
you.
say thank you for that.
Say thank you to your friends.
Fucking hell.
Look, this story, it's a true murder mystery. There's no leads and there's no notable evidence from the police.
Wow.
The police did continue to investigate leads for 17 years.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So while there didn't seem to be any suspects, there might have been people seeing cars come in the street or had there been people loitering around. So 17 years they chased leads.
And I always think about like the first officers on the scene or the ones who were given that case at the start. They are never going to be able to just
Never gonna let go.
let it go and move on to the next case. That will always live with them that I need to find this out.
Like
So
I said, small
yeah.
American town, like 10,000 people
Absolute.
in Australia is not a small town, but in the
Yeah.
US, that
Oh,
is
God,
a pretty
yeah.
small community.
Yeah, absolutely.
And such a church city as well that like she was so known in the community.
Absolutely, and relatively low on crime. It's something that would definitely be sticking around. So 17 years they chased leads, no outcome. And so in 2006, they finally had to put the case to rest as they'd run out of their leads.
Is that
Just
when
wait
you were
for Lego
born?
to be involved. Oh.
2006, I was 10.
All right.
2006 you were 10.
Not that funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be funny, but it's not. I feel
It is
depressed.
funny. You've done a great job.
Thank
Say
you.
thank you. Yes.
Fuck
I
off.
didn't mean to confront you with your own mortality. It wasn't my intention.
It's when I graduated in 2006. Oh, take it back. Edit that out.
Edit
Yup.
that. Edit it
that,
here.
cut that.
Cut it.
Edit it here.
But Lucille Johnson's death in 2006 was officially a cold case. And so for the next 6 years, it just remained a cold case. After 23 years, Lucille's family had likely given up hope of ever discovering who took their mother away from them. But little did they know, the wheels of fate would soon be set in motion and they would end up with the answers and the justice they'd given up hope on ever finding.
How?
Lego was invented in 2006.
That must be it.
So little did the investigators realise that a key clue had been staring them in the face the entire time. A detail easily overlooked when considering the victim was a grandmother whose grandchildren regularly visited. At the time of her murder, Lucille's grandkids didn't have any Lego.
Oh my God, okay.
Lucille was a beloved grandmother whose children often brought their own kids around for visits. Lots of young children means lots of toys, and we know how good kids are at picking up their toys.
Diggs, we're looking at you.
Some loose Lego on the premises didn't raise any cause for alarm for police at the time. Police interviews with Lucille's children revealed that Lucille was a very tidy person and would usually clean up any toys lying around. But just at the time, it wasn't the kind of detail that was dug into very far.
And Shirley and the kids hadn't got there until she was killed.
No, and so they found this on the premises.
At the time, wow.
And so at the time, in good news, the police did collect the pieces and log them as evidence, but that was it. That was as far as that was taken as a lead. And so for 23 years, the collected assortment of Danish plastic sat in the back of some evidence locker in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Beautiful. Guys, Sammy's taken over.
Walla. What? Tell me more. Just for no reason. It's like, that's Greece.
I did actually grow up with Greece,
okay.
so that is one that I've
I went to Greece once. Beautiful part of the world. To play at the airport. So, what is it? The song I hate the most in Greece. Summer night. That plays when you walk into the Greece airport.
Horrible.
The first time Sammy and I ever hung out socially, like we'd met through podcasting and stuff, and the first time the two of us hung out one by one.
Well, we took it in turns.
Well, yeah.
I walked in, I hung out. She walked in, she hung out.
One to one. We went to a gig, and Sammy said to me, I do every time instead of clapping, you just sing that end note from Summer Nights in Greece.
Notes so much.
And and Sammy clearly didn't know me well enough yet.
Oh, so you belted it?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Of course I did. The rest of the pub was clapping and I went, nah. It's at the end of every song.
That's
and he was
her
like,
age.
I
She
think
just shouts stuff
we're going to be
sometimes.
best friends.
Yeah, don't worry about her. She does that.
She's had a long
She hasn't
life.
had her medication.
She's got good stories.
It's
Let
damn
it go.
flashbacks. Nice. Oh, there she goes again. She's okay. She'll settle down soon.
I'm so sorry we brought you here today.
This is the best Saturday. I love it.
This may be my last. Every Saturday.
C-Love retires from the podcast after this.
Every Saturday's a good Saturday for me. It means I've made it another week.
Water after that one. Look, back to the horrible, horrible crime of today.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
So for 23 years, this collected assortment of Danish plastic was in the back of an evidence locker. Investigators not realising that they were sitting on a potential smoking gun that could lead them to solving Lucille's murder.
Oh my God.
And you do wonder how often this actually happens in the case of evidence that's sitting around. On this podcast, we've heard multiple times about how evidence gets looked at or it's missed at the time.
Well, like Green River Killer, like that was so long after the fact.
I guess a bit of foreshadowing. It's probably what's going to be happening here.
Yeah.
But luck would have it, another twist of fate finally led investigators to begin looking into Lucille's murder one more time. It all starts with a phone call. A young man in Arizona had phoned detectives to report that twice he had heard his uncle's wife threatened to tell police about an elderly woman that his uncle had killed in Utah years ago.
Oh my God.
So this is just a young man who's heard family fighting, and the fact that this has come up twice was enough for him to go, I might actually call the cops.
Sounds like that could be true. Yeah.
Just in case.
Oh my God. Imagine, first of all, knowing that about someone. Secondly, bringing that up as a
in your back pocket,
threat.
you've got that in your back pocket to bring
And
up.
thirdly, bringing that up as a threat in front of other people.
Yeah. Because that's you always leave your shoes off. It's like you have like a gripe with someone. You're like a pet peeve about someone.
No, it's she's holding it over him. You better treat me well or I'm going to tell people about that old lady you murdered.
Yeah. And so I can't
shoes off
quite
wasn't a
remember
good
the
thing.
American geography, but I'm not sure how close Arizona is to Utah. So I got no idea in terms of that. But let's say he's living a few states away, so it's odd to just be very specific about like you were living in a different area and you've killed someone.
I'm going to look that up because we're very...
Yeah, we got to know.
It's good.
Oh,
I've been to Arizona, but I haven't been to Utah.
Same. I just love whenever I...
Say thank you.
That was very good.
Thank you.
So I just love doing this podcast. Like if my phone was ever seized and my Google search history.
Yeah.
My last Google search is football player murdered mother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's skip over that real quick.
Utah.
That was
Let's go to the opinions.
Cut that.
Yeah.
Maps. This is good. It's really... I know it makes for good audio.
Oh, it's going to be good stuff.
Google
Yeah.
things.
It's perfect. We just need to vamp.
They are... Vegas is in between.
In between.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
right,
it's
right.
2 states. I mean, it's not far in terms of all of America, but it's not. They don't share a border.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
Right.
Right. So it's like someone in Queensland doing it to Victoria or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, so
She got her Melways out, just so you know.
guess a key bit of information coming from this phone call. This young man had called the police to report that he had heard this threat. His uncle's name was John Sansing.
I don't trust him.
Whilst the report of possibly killing an elderly woman in Utah is pretty vague, especially in a country with hundreds of millions of people, John Sansing was known to police because he was currently on death row. In 1995, Sansing left Utah to live in Arizona. And 4 years later was convicted of murder, armed robbery, kidnapping, and sexual assault in connection with the death of 41-year-old Elizabeth Calabrese.
Oh my God.
The details of this case are really grim, so I don't want to go into exactly what happened, but just it's a lot worse and more graphic than what happened to Lucille. Yeah, it's pretty safe to say that Sansing was a piece of work, and all signs indicated that he had the potential to have killed before.
Oh wow!
So based on how violent, I mean, you saw.
It doesn't. It's
Murder,
not an
robbery,
often
kidnapping.
thing. It's not like in criminal profiling. They will say
Someone
it's
just
not
kills
often that
once and
someone the first kill is
Yep.
like a violent rape and murder and stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So he definitely had the potential to have done this. So this raises flags to police. Around the same time as the phone call from Sansing's nephew, the US Department of Justice had awarded a $300,000 grant, which is about $500,000 Australian, to reopen cold cases.
Wow.
So this chance phone call was a spark that Salt Lake City police needed to re-examine any cold cases of murdered elderly in in their area. So
I was just going to ask why, if he'd
Why
been
that
on...
would be the one.
Well,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
but if he was already convicted of murder, death row or not, he's convicted of a murder. If this nephew had known there may have been another murder that he committed, why would he have not come forward before? But is the insinuation that he came forward because of the reward?
I'm not sure from what I saw. From as best as I could see, because not many people or many articles reported about the phone call. A lot didn't include it. Some had the
Just, they
detail.
would say, a
It
tip-off
may have just
or-
been around the same time.
Right, okay.
And it happens to be, all right, we're re-examining cold cases. What new leads do we
Yes.
have?
Okay.
Oh, well, there was this phone call.
Yeah, that's as best as I can put the
okay.
timeline
Yeah,
together.
okay.
That could be a little off, but it's just around the same time.
Yep.
And so Salt Lake City police are going, great, well, we're going to look into cold cases. This one that's been sitting for, at the time, 23 years, unsolved. We've now got this tip about someone who might have killed him.
Yeah.
It's almost like everything's literally lined up. So 23 years after the murder, Lucille Johnson's case is reopened because the first time in years, police have a potential lead. But there's one key thing needed to link John Sansing to the murder is
Evidence.
DNA.
Yeah.
Police had not been able to find any DNA evidence at the time that led to a suspect, but plenty of times on this podcast, we've heard about how DNA analysis helps solve cases years down the track as the tech gets better.
Yes.
And so this case took place in 1991. So the DNA evidence was much harder to analyze back then than it is 2 decades later.
Wow.
So with newer analysis techniques that were unavailable, I'm not entirely sure on the science, but apparently they did not exist in 1991.
We get science. We know it. Yeah.
Exactly. We're science-based
We
people.
get it.
I grew up with Albert Einstein. He was
You
my
did.
classmate.
He's a classmate.
Yep.
My brain just went straight to the Yahoo series.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Same guy.
Yeah, well,
That was Australian one. Yeah.
Straight through here.
That's what I called him back in my day. He was young Einstein.
Young Einstein. Yeah. Hey, nice one.
Thank Thank you.
So with these new DNA analysis techniques, material from under Lucille's fingernails was retested, so they must have kept that at the time, and the Lego bricks that were sitting dormant were also analysed.
It's interesting that they analysed the Lego bricks but didn't say, hey, Shirl, these are your kids' bricks?
Well,
Wait, do that one more time.
Hey, Shirl, these your kids' bricks?
Is that the officer? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Shirley was her daughter.
Sure. Okay. So
there seemed to be nothing. I mean, I found a couple of reports that said that her kids didn't have any Lego. Whether or not that's true, like that's
maybe
as best as I could find.
Maybe they did work that out at the time, and that's why they kept them as evidence.
Yeah, it could have been because like this is weird, but there's nothing obvious about some loose pieces.
But why didn't they say?
Hey, Shirl, these are kids' bricks.
17 years of leads.
My ringtone.
They may have tried to chase some leads around that, but as best as we can tell, they were basically just logged as evidence. As best as
do you have in your notes there whether they called Hamish Blake?
I don't. So allegedly they may have, according to the rules of allegedly.
Yeah. Edit it here if we find out any more information.
So that was the two main bits of evidence they had, under the fingernails and the Lego. And so you probably take it as no surprise that the DNA under her fingernails was a positive match for John Sanson.
Wow.
So 23 years after her death, Lucille Johnson's murderer had been found.
Wow.
And there's still one piece to the puzzle, and that being the Lego bricks.
Yeah.
The pieces were tested and 9 separate fingerprints were identified on the bricks.
Huh?
And, you know, being Lego, that can be expected because they're handled by kids, they're handled by parents. It wouldn't be uncommon. Influencers. You know, that when I buy bricks from overseas, who knows what weirdos have been touching them.
Knows. The guys at the market selling them.
Yeah.
But
there were 2 fingerprints that immediately raised flags for the police. And suddenly the situation surrounding the murder of Lucille Johnson became even more horrendous. John Sansing's
horrendous or bad horrendous?
John Sansing's prints weren't found on the bricks.
What?
Instead, they belonged to his, at the time, 5-year-old son.
What the heck?
The picture that these fingerprints painted to investigators was sinister and vile. Not only had Sansing brutally murdered a woman in cold blood in her own home, he had brought his own son to the scene of the crime.
Oh my fucking God.
There's your catchphrase.
Oh my God. I was like, why has he brought the bricks there with him? Why has he brought them from home with him? What have the bricks got to do with it? No, they were scattered on the floor because the kid was fucking playing. No, my God.
This is from all the evidence, and we'll talk about it a bit more. This is all alleged because Sansing wouldn't admit to whether or not this is true, but there is some other stuff I'll talk about here too. But the picture they put together is that while Sansing was committing a violent murder, his son was just meters away playing with his Lego. Why the pieces were left behind, I can only speculate. I couldn't really get any information about how much. I just had loose pieces. So I can, me speculating again, that Sansing might have tried to quickly scoop up whatever his kid was playing with and left some behind. Like, it's really hard to say. But the clue that he had knowingly or unknowingly left behind helped to paint the picture of just how sick and twisted Sansing was.
God.
How disgusting.
And the detail that really locks this in as potentially being the true cause of events is that investigators spoke with Sansing's son years later. He had memories of accompanying his father that day.
No! Oh my God, this is giving Dexter.
Yeah. Straight up Dexter. Have
you seen that TV show?
I've seen all of Dexter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dexter's
too young.
You guys are just connected.
Yeah. Hey, we've got something in common. High five.
Yay, serial killers.
High five is when you put your hand up and just like, you put your hand up.
No, high five is the children's show I brought my grandchildren up on.
Oh, beautiful. What lovely grandchildren they are.
Well, we couldn't find any information on exactly what he saw. He said that he had been traumatized by the memories of that day.
No shit.
Yeah. So we don't know, like, what did he see it happen? Did he hear it happen?
Did he see his dad covered in blood?
Yeah.
So Sansing not only tore a hole in the Johnson family that day, but he tore a permanent hole through his son's psyche.
Oh my God.
And I said before, what a piece of work.
Yeah.
And not allegedly a piece of work. He was convicted and on death row for a more violent murder.
Yes.
Wow.
There is no allegedly here. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
He was set to go to his grave an undeniable monster. With the re-examined DNA evidence from Lucille's fingernails and the Lego bricks, John Sansing was officially charged with Lucille Johnson's murder.
Good.
The police at Salt Lake County described him as, quote, barely human. Sheriff Jim Winder said that, and this is his quote, occasionally we encounter people who are evil.
Wow.
The individual who perpetrated this is nothing short of that.
Shit.
Unfortunately, there was no motive that was seemingly identified for the murder, so we don't really know exactly why he did it, or at least I couldn't find any information why.
Because he didn't admit to it.
Well, yeah, and he's already on death row. He's probably not wanting to make it his chances of getting off at worse.
Yes,
It said after his later horrific murder of Elizabeth Calabrese, we can speculate that murdering Lucille Johnson was a stepping stone to him committing more awful and violent crimes.
Wow. Thank God he was caught for Elizabeth Calabrese.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucille was old. She lived alone in a quiet but wealthy neighbourhood. For a monster like John Sansing, she was the perfect target. Although 23 years late, Lucille Johnson's family finally had answers and some sort of justice. Their mother's murderer had been identified, charged, and by all certainty would not be getting off death row. I'm not sure if he has been put to death yet or not, but this was 35 years, so about 8 years ago that this all happened, so he might be gone by now. Sadly, Lucille's daughter, Shirley England, doesn't feel much relief. She still worries about being alone at night, walking across parking lots or out of the shops. She said, "I don't think closure is the right word because you never close something like this. It's been a terrible thing in our life."
She found her as well.
So sad.
You truly, truly cannot imagine what that must be like.
Brother Jerry, on the other hand, he has a slightly more optimistic outlook. And maybe this could be because of the Mormon different views. He said
he didn't see her. He didn't find her.
Yeah. He and his siblings, they were at least relieved to know that their mother wasn't killed by someone she knew.
Oh, okay.
And now that he's been found, he's experiencing a different kind of closure. So I'll close it with Jerry's statement, which is he says, "I think forgiveness is really what closure is. I think we've already forgiven Sansing."
Oh, wow.
And that's the story of how Lego bricks helped solve the murder of Lucille Johnson.
You get a clap, Lewis. Thank you so much. Yes. I like to give you a clap and then say, "You got a clap, Lewis."
What a story.
That is amazing.
Far out. Yeah. What a story. I've never heard that.
I honestly hadn't heard of it either, but I saw a few videos and things that people had made of it, and it seemed to be on, a few people had done TikToks or anything.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't watch any of them. I just read news articles and I think there were some court documents, but I couldn't access them.
Yeah,
but a lot of the reports were talking about the court docs. So I had to piece together a few bits together.
But also like the Lego bricks just sitting there in evidence for so long as well. Like
100%. And like they said, if they'd even tested them at the time, though, they might not have been able to understand. Like they would have potentially gone, okay, we've got some names, and that could have led them.
But it's like they wouldn't have had a 5-year-old's fingerprints.
No,
this is what we've said before: fingerprint on
fingerprint babies.
Yeah, so it's one of those fascinating things that it was sort of the two bits combined. It's like there is undoubtedly him being there, but just the thought that you'd bring your kid.
Oh, that is truly one of the worst
horrendous
things I've ever heard.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
Really horrible. And again, most of that is technically alleged.
Yes.
Sure.
Based on the evidence, so that he was 100%.
It's not even alleged because he was found guilty or was he convicted of it?
He was convicted of the murder.
Yeah.
But
so it's not so much alleged. It's just suspected. It's assumed that he brought the child.
It's suspected.
It's based on the evidence provided and the testimony of the child. Saying, I remember being at that house and being traumatized.
That's awful.
That's so
my God.
Which is just horrendous.
Yeah, horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
I'm going to look up.
Let me say this as well. When G put her, I didn't want to say this at the time, but you did a shocked face before G, and your nails look fantastic. She just got them done just before this podcast.
That's why I was late. Thanks.
I just saw them for the first time.
Fantastic.
I can't believe them.
Pink and blue.
Beautiful
Lovely
stuff.
Thank you so much.
Why pink and blue?
Boys and girls.
Ah, yes, of course.
Sorry, I didn't get mine.
You always like to identify the boys and girls.
Yeah, boys and girls.
Yeah, can you do boys and girls again?
Girls, stand by my toes. Boys, you can line up near my hands.
That's actually beautiful.
I'm trying to find out if he's been hanged yet. Oh, no, they don't hang them anymore. What do they do now on death row? Injection?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, Lewis, thank you so much for bringing this story to us. It's a awful, awful story, but thank you for looking into this as well. Like, I had no idea, especially for you as well, to bring one about Lego. It's pretty impressive that you found one for today.
I would have loved to have done a fun heist jaunt about
a
crew stealing a bunch of it, but it's just not, most of it's just not that interesting. Steal some Lego and put it on Marketplace and rinse and repeat that cycle all around the world.
Yeah.
But no, this has been a really interesting way to research and dig in and write, because it's not something that I'm used to doing. I build 3D things with my hands. I don't write stories so much. So that was appreciate the chance to
This
come
is
on.
this is a good in between of both of them.
Absolutely.
I don't believe he's been
No.
sent to death. Well, I don't know what the term is for that, because all the articles that are coming up with him about him are just about the story. There's nothing about his.
Well, let us know. Right in.
Yeah,
Sammy at
John
justincompany.com.au.
Sansing, if you're listening.
No, we don't want to hear from. Don't want to hear from him.
Sort of
I'm over him.
I wonder, do they give updates if someone's like set on death row? Do they actually ever update?
I don't know.
Once it happens, or is this like kind of like you like
Just-
that's just
yeah.
it's a sign off that your life is over and we'll just leave it? I'm not sure.
I feel like there would at least be like in their local news, you know. I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you, Lewis, for bringing that
Oh my
story.
God.
What is going on in your world at the moment?
Going on in my world at the moment. Well, see,
Go
I
to
just had a
the
bunch of
chapel.
I had so much Lego arrive for the first time in ages because it's been. I moved back. I lived in Canberra for years, and I finally come back to Melbourne. And
So you said before we started recording, you're getting married in 2 weeks.
So she
I
starts
thought
singing
that's
the-
what you were going to say.
I'm getting
You said,
it's a
I
roundabout
had
to
to
getting
Lego
there.
arrive.
It's roundabout to getting there.
That
which
stuff
is
going on.
in my list
got
of stuff
some
to
new
build.
Lego?
I've got a helmet to build for the wedding. for my
Oh,
partner.
tell us about this. What is
So
going
that's
on?
it was all coming full circle back
Yeah,
into
yeah,
it. So I've got all this stuff coming in because we're getting ready for the wedding, and
Yeah.
I've designed a helmet, like a Mandalorian helmet for my wife to
Stop
match my
it.
suit.
Stop
What's your suit?
Mine is the like full Lego colors of blue and yellow and green.
That's
and that. Hers is
incredible.
it's black and red with some white highlights, but
Is it a veil? Is the helmet?
no, that's just
it's a
some
helmet.
set dressing to look a bit cute because
Helmet is a helmet.
put my touch on it. I can't mess up the wedding hair, so
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
how
God, that
amazing.
is amazing.
that's the next thing I got to actually do as a project.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then yes, the actual wedding itself, the time of recording, well, depending on when this comes out, it might have already happened. But that's coming up in a
This will
couple.
come
of
out in
weeks'
a couple of
time.
weeks. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh, how exciting!
Oh, how exciting.
And how do people find you and every wonderful thing that you
I'm
do?
pretty much solely on Instagram.
Yeah,
these days,
okay,
So
yep.
at built_bricks. If you like random Lego content, I do some gym-related stuff on there too. Like I was sponsored by Muscle Nation for a while.
Oh, great!
Which is
Oh,
great.
your weekly
Not a
Post
post.
about it once a week. 5 stories.
Yeah, it was great. Like that's when I was losing a bunch of weight. It was really good to have that. But like, you know, sometimes I post like workout stuff I'm doing.
Yeah.
But mostly just stream of consciousness, whatever I feel like doing at the time. But if you like
Amazing.
cosplay stuff, my main thing is like, it's nerd stuff. It's like
Yes.
Star Wars, it's
Nerd
superheroes,
stuff,
it's that
yeah.
kind of stuff. If you're into that kind of thing,
Yeah.
that's where you can find me.
Amazing. And your incredible spreadsheet
Yes.
of all of our episodes and their subsequent storytellings across the interwebs can be found on our Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if there's anything I've missed, let me know and I'll put it in because
And I will
Try
just
to be
say
fun.
this.
Don't at me. Say that. Don't
In
at me. I don't, wanna hear
I don't
about
know
it.
if this is being picked up in the microphones, but just in case it is, we did not really think ahead when we planned this recording session that it is Grand Prix Saturday
No,
and you
my
live in
double
St
glazing
Kilda.
at the moment. I know, but I could really hear it this morning. Like it is so loud.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry about parking.
We're just real sports guys, the three of us.
Oh, we are.
We just love cars and
Oh,
sports.
we love cars. We love,
love
other
sports.
Things,
We
sports
love
as well.
you just love the vroom.
typewriters. And
Vroom.
Vroom. We love. Yeah, we love
There it
vroom.
is.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love vrooming.
You're a sports guy too. I can tell.
Sports
Well,
guys.
thank you, Lewis, for joining us on the podcast.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Your spreadsheet is amazing. You are amazing. And
too
thank
kind.
you. And thank you.
Thanks, guys. Stay horrendous.
Yay!